Welcome back, riders. I'm outside of Six Flags Great America, my home park, for opening day 2025 on April 18th. The time is currently 3:24. I just pulled up after work. The park is very busy. It is the best weather day it's been all year here in Chicagoland, and it's also Good Friday, so all the kids don't have school today. So the park's busy. Actually, as a matter of fact, all the rides are down right now because of lightning, I suppose. And even if they are open, the lines are pretty nasty because the park's slammed and there's only one train on a bunch of things. Well, that is very rude. So I figured I want to do something a little different. I want to do a full lap around the park. I'm just gonna at least try to do it one take. We'll see if I run into someone I know or vice versa. I'll have to stop the video, or if it starts raining, whatever. But I just want to do a full lap around the park and just tell you everything Six Flags Great America has to offer. So I'm outside of security here. This is security here. This is where you start your day. Of course, the parking lot behind me. And then on the other side of security is the ticket booths right there. This is a little new setup they've been working on the past couple of years if you haven't been here in a couple of years. But once I get past security and ticketing, we'll start the official tour. Okay, I've made it in and we're going to go ahead and start the tour. If you're coming here for the first time in a couple of years or first time this year, they've opened up this area. The ticketing used to be right about here, but they've gone ahead and opened it up, so there's a lot more space now. You got a big decision when you come to park. You got either left or right. I normally go right, so I think that's going to make the end of the video a little more interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and bear left. So of course we have Carousel Plaza here. Excuse me. That is a double-decker carousel there, the centerpiece of the front entrance. Over to the left here, I don't know what it's called. I think it's Six Flags Emporium. Not sure, but little gift shop there. Then you have their strollers and wheelchairs center there. I think they used to have photos there back in the day. Don't quote me on that though. Got some restrooms here and some lockers. Pretty much everyone's leaving the park, it seems like right now, or at least stepping out because all the rides are down and the rain's not that bad. Here's another view of that carousel here. I'm actually going to swing back a little bit to the right to show you something behind the carousel here. I'll try not to miss anything. No promises though. We'll see if my hand can hold up my phone for, I'm thinking this video is going to be about 25 minutes, so we'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to show you guys cotton candy stand here behind the carousel, and then we got Dippin' Dots here. So there's that. But into this Orleans place. So over to the right, you have your ride information center. I believe they do height checks there, and then ADA potentially. Not entirely sure about that. Got, I don't even know how to say it, Antoni's? I hope. Funnel cakes there. They do Sundays and whatever. Over to the left here, this Great America Emporium. This one's hardly ever open, but it is there if it ever is open. Over to the right here, Bourbon Street Cafe. This is probably the healthiest place to eat in the park, so if you're looking for something a little lighter in calories, I definitely recommend going here. Over to the left, Pirates Alley, little game arcade, nothing crazy. And you got your basketball game over to the left there. Then over to the right here, we have Big Lou's Italian Beef. I've actually never ate there. I'm from Chicago. I'm not a big fan of Italian beef, so sorry about that, but it's really ever open. I usually come on weekdays and it's never really open. Roulette Dodge, those are your bumper cars. Nice ride to do when it's raining because it's indoors. I think they all are. We have another gift shop here, this blue building. I'm not going to walk over there, but you can kind of see it back there. Another pair of restrooms right there. First ride besides the carousel, we have Condor. These are pretty rare. I would definitely recommend riding these while you can. Made by Huss or Hoos. There's your sweet treats place. You got stuffed animals in there and whatever. Coke stand. Pretty much all of these are the same around across the park. They got nachos and drinks, pretzels, things like that. Then here you got Superman Ultimate Flight. You can see the red track peeking through the background. This is a flying coaster. And over to the left here again, this is another gift shop. This one's actually an exit for Superman. and Dark Knight, I believe. And speaking of which, Dark Knight is right here. So this is kind of a dead end. I'll loop around this way. Actually, it looks pretty busy. Never mind. But here's Primo's Pizzeria. Pretty standard pizza. Excuse me. Nothing crazy. There's the other side, the restrooms I was pointing at earlier. I hear some live entertainment coming up here. Again, this is opening day, so that's actually kind of a surprise. I have not walked around here today at all. I was actually here last weekend for an event for food and beverage dry run. So I was just here, but not exactly. So there's your live entertainment. This is where a bunch of games are, so you can see some over to the left. There's another stand straight ahead right before we come up to Joker. Oops, I've kind of boxed myself in here. Should have wore the vesties. Okay. This wall here, this is where Mardi Gras Hangover used to be. It was removed a couple of years back, or was it just last year? So if you're looking for that, it is gone. Johnny Rockets, the classic burgers, onion rings, fries. Big Easy Balloons is a family ride. Pretty tame. I ride this like once every couple of years. It's fine for what it is. These are the games I was talking about over here. More games over here. We got ring toss, the bottle toss, all that jazz. Over here to my left, this is the entrance for Roaring Rapids. It's been down the past couple of years. They've needed a part. They supposedly have the part, and it should be open soon. So we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed for everyone that likes water rides, but that's not me, so I'm fine with that. This is Joker. We're gonna swing by the entrance in a little bit, but here's a good view of it right now. Now we are about to enter DC Universe.
You're supposed to scare her.
I just saw an executive by now. I'm gonna have to roll back the tape on that one.
When Uncle Jeff's
V2 testing. Flash vertical play. Alright, so obviously everything's testing now. We got Batman testing. Things are getting ready to reopen. Well, here's the queue. Still coming up on the entrance here for Joker. SNS 4D free spin coaster. Polarizing coaster, so be careful. We are in the thick of DC Universe now. Over to the left, Steelworks Pub. This is a place I like to eat. I heard they got rid of the spaghetti. That's new this year. I saw someone posting online about that. But they've got pizza, they got meatball subs, or at least they should. Don't quote me on all the food stuff, just because, you know, today's opening day. But traditionally, that's what they serve. Gotham City snacks. We'll take the loop around. Show you the entrance for Batman. Newly repainted, newly themed, refurb theming with the music fog and stuff. It is fantastic. I love it. And here's this DC supervillain swing. Used to be called Whirligig for a long time. Taking a long way around it just to show you guys some more restrooms over here. And then this is where, immediately in front of me, this is where a smoking center area, I should say, used to be. New this year, they got rid of all the smoking areas inside the park, so keep that in note. Gotta talk over this music so I don't get copyright. How's everyone's day? Oh, I guess I missed Aquaman Splashdown. You could kind of see that in the background. It's a water flume ride. So Gotham City snacks up to the left. Another merch store there as well. And there's the entrance for vertical velocity. Everyone's lining up because they saw a test. And then Captain Cold is back there. That's where they have Dole Whip in the park. So if you're a big fan of that, go ahead. Okay, sorry, I have to restart the video. My dad called me twice, so I thought there was an emergency, but he butt dialed me. So, oopsies. But over to my right here, Dippin' Dot stand. And here we enter Yukon territory. Not a ton of rides in this area, and they're mostly catered to kids and families, but you know, that's important stuff too. Got another game over here to the right. And Little Dipper, that's probably one of our 2 premier family coasters. Used to be at Kittyland in Melrose Park years ago before that shut down. More games over to the left here. And over to the right, go-karts. That is an upcharge here, by the way. There goes V2 again. Claim Jumpers is straight ahead. A couple years back, they had chicken and waffles, but I think the whole location is closed. Like closed, not just today.
I will get a video of
Straight away here, so I'll do a little panorama of what's nearby. Obviously, we got the big new blue toy we'll get to in a little bit. Some more shops over here to the left. Cartoon Cabin. Alright, here's one of my favorite things in the park, Yukon Barbecue Pit. Opened at the end of 2023. They've got some really good smoked meats, some sides, the mac and cheese is really good. Definitely recommend eating here if you're able to. And then, not so much an attraction or anything, but over to the right, you can kind of see the white little shelters. They do a lot of events here, like Oktoberfest and stuff. So depending on the time of year you come, there might be something going on. You can even see behind it, there's a stage for music stuff. So it's kind of cool. Vloggers Run. This is one of the 2 log flumes. Kind of see it peeking through there. They're actually twinned. That and I almost said Yankee Clipper. You know what I mean though. Camp Cartoon, yeah, sure, why not? We'll swing in here. Obviously, this is a kids area. Crazy Bus has finally reopened. It went down for a major refurb either 1 or 2 years ago, and it's finally back open. Yahoo River over here towards the left. It's a little boat ride. It just goes in a circle, nothing crazy. Then over to the right here, this white one is Sprocket Rockets, a little family coaster. This is dead end, so I'm gonna turn around, come back the way I came. Almost back to the midway. Over here to the left is Ma and Pa's. I actually ate here last Saturday, the chicken tenders and fries. Pretty solid stuff. They got a chili, like chili fries and chili dogs. So if you're in a chili mood, not a bad option. There's another look at that Oktoberfest area. All right, so now we are crossing into County Fair. Oh, Goliath's on 2 trains, nice. So I guess I just give it away. This is Goliath, opened in 2014 as the world's tallest, deepest, and fastest wooden roller coaster. Still plugging away. Over to the right here, Fiddler's Fling. This is underrated. It's forceful. It's a little surprising. Gift shop, that's the exit for Goliath, and then another Coke stand here. And over to the right is Sticky Fingers. They got cotton candy, frozen lemonade, things like that. Sorry about the camera. It's actually not a bad wait for 2 trains on Goliath. Over here, I'm not gonna walk all the way there, but that is a station for the train. The train is round trip. It's got 2 stations. One we will encounter later, but you can stay on and go all the way around if you would like. Funnel Cake Foundry. I think it's pretty self-explanatory what's there. Over to the right, Goliath Arcade. And then over here to the right, smoking area. Might have just caught someone. That's not my job. Another Johnny Rockets. It is kind of interesting that this park has two, but there it is. And then this is a big area for games. So pretty much all these shelters to the right have games. This gazebo here has a game. Here's like the squirting gun game, basketball game straight ahead. This is where Revolution used to be, this blacktop here. It's gone now, but I guess I gotta walk in Kidsopolis. I want to try to cover as many of the rides as there are. All that jazz. I don't know what they're called, to be honest. Hopefully they got names once I get in here. I don't have kids, so I don't really ever go in here. But just for you guys to cover everything. So this is kind of like your Dumbo ride here. Over to the left. Over to the left. You can kind of see like the tarps up, I believe. There can be food there, but it looks like closed. Looks vacant now to me, but I believe at one point there was food there. They got family restrooms over there. And then over here you got two more rides. You got Crazy Cars. That's pretty much like a miniature, classic, like Autopia style type ride. And then Crazy Cups, it's a miniature teacups ride, you know, where you spin the top. So that's it for Kidsopolis. So I'm gonna get out of here. It's awkward. If you're wondering, there used to be kind of green big ship. If you're looking for that, it is now gone. Hey, let's get out of here. I believe that's the last dead end in the park today to go over.
They closed the Batman and the Mercury.
I'm wearing a rain jacket because it was drizzling. I was going to film this video and then go back in the car to take it off, and I'm hot right now. Way too much. I guess I should backtrack a little bit. This is the entrance for American Eagle over here to the left. That's the big wooden coaster. In the back, park staple and classic. And then, of course, Sky Striker, new for 2024, Pendulum Flat Ride. That's a good one. Don't miss out on that one. Okay, let's continue walking here. Over to the left. This is where they used to have cheesecake on a stick, but they left the park and it looks pretty vacant right now. So maybe down the road they'll add something, but as of right now, no. So gotta keep talking over this music. Not trying to get copyright. Over here, this red one right in front of us is X-Flight 2012. Did I say that right? No, 2012. I messed that up. Just reopened. That's why everyone's cheering. It's a B&M wing coaster. Another gift shop over here to your right. A lot of DC stuff in there and other branded stuff. And over to the right, you can see in the back there, more restrooms. X-Flight just reopened. The entrance is right there. I'll take a swing around the food court for you guys. I'll try my best to quickly go over everything it has to offer. This is somewhere I ate this past weekend. I don't want to go that way. I'm going to follow the crowd in.
Not big enough.
I'm going to swing over to the right and then continue on with the path. Okay, so all the way at the end of the building here, we have Primo's Pizza. Like I said, that's the specific one I ate at last weekend. It's just okay. Grill Burger. This is a really good one. Cheeseburgers. They're the new diner burgers from Cedar Fair. They just brought them into this park this year. I had one last weekend. It was fantastic. So give Throw Burger a shot this year. Even if you didn't like it before, give it another shot. The Great American Doghouse. Corn dogs, chopsticks, kind of like your Panda Express knockoff. And then Macho Nacho Mexican. And over here to the right is a bar. I don't drink, so I can't recommend it or not recommend it, but it is there. And then this is a line to this building right here to the left, Turkey Legs. Another gift shop there. That one's a small one. Well, we're walking by it now, so coming early summer is what they're saying. Personally, for me, I'm anticipating around Memorial Day. This is a new B&M dive coaster, 180 feet tall, 171 foot drop, 96 degrees. It's the steepest dive coaster, and it's got the most inversions of any dive coaster with 5. Did a construction tour a couple months back, and then of course I saw it last weekend, but I didn't get this close last week, so this is really cool. It is worth noting while we're here, obviously we have this huge fence here. There is a pathway that goes straight ahead here. It's closed for construction, but that makes my video easier because that's less area to walk. Here it is, you can see the midway here once the camera focuses. Goes that way, and then I'll let you know when we get to the other side of where that would be. Yeah, no, it looks great. This is the closest I've been to it, like I said, and wow. I'm gonna take a second here to unzip my jacket a little bit too, so I can breathe. But yeah, continue with our walk. So I guess while we walk down this pathway, I'll let you know. I'm gonna start walking away, but I'm gonna let you know what's down that way. So the entrance to Ratha Rakshasa is gonna be down that way. The entrance for Demon is down that way too, which is this black roller coaster we're walking by right now. Sorry, the camera won't focus so much. We also have Demon Snacks, now called Demon Delights. That's back there. They have Dole Whip. What do you call it? Like funnel cake Oreos. You know what I mean. And something else. I forget. But you have the exit shop, Rakshasa Relics. That's also going to be right next to Demon Delights. And Totally Kickin' Chicken is still there as well. So here's more Demon. Now we're walking into Metropolis Plaza, whatever they call it. It's literally just Justice League Battle for Metropolis. Indoor shooting dark ride. It's fine. I like giving it a spin every now and then. Here we go. Probably my favorite area in the park. We are walking into Southwest Territory. Got the Oasis. They got icy, pretzels, things of that sort. Bathroom over here to my right. Straight ahead is Ricochet. I forget what type of ride it is, but it's fun. I like it. See more Demon and Rakshasa in the background. River Rocker. It's your kind of standard pirate ship ride or Viking ship, whatever. I'm gonna hitch a left over to the right. If you go straight down that path and go to the right, there's another arcade down there. That's all you're really missing. Here goes Giant Drop. I forget how tall it is. It's over 200 feet tall. Intamin second gen drop tower. Ride these while you can, because they're kind of going down. This one's got a cool queue too, so if you got the time. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. All right, Fiesta fries. They've got quesadillas, fries, obviously. Walking tacos there too. So I eat there every now and then. The walking taco's pretty good. You can customize it to what you want. This is Raging Bull. Probably the most popular coaster in the park, at least until Wrath opens. It's on one train right now, so that wait is nasty. No thanks. Over to the right, we have Chubasco, or during Fright Fest, Air Twister 2. This is your standard teacups ride. It's not like Crazy Cups though, it's actually big. So that's that arcade I was talking about straight ahead. Wrap looks so good. Next to the arcade is Six Below. They got ice cream and it's actually pretty good. It's the Tillamook brand. I don't know if I said that right or not, but I go there pretty much every time I go here. So, and then you got Windy City Sports Bar and Grill. This is their newest restaurant, opened last year in 2024. I guess it is a remodel more than anything, but you know, they got new menu items and stuff. They got boneless wings, they got burgers, fries, spicy cheese curds, to name a couple things. The theming over here to the right, haunts inside this building during Fright Fest. Another gift shop over here. This serves as the exit for Viper, which we'll get to Viper in a second. First, we gotta talk about this Dippin' Dot stand. And then this is Miho's. This is a third party. I've actually never ate there. I'm kind of picky and plain, and I don't really like anything there, but I've heard good things for people that go. And of course, Viper. Wooden coaster classic, cloned after the Coney Island Cyclone. So one of my favorites in the park. Underrated. Doesn't get the respect that it deserves. So we are walking under the train right now. This is not a station for the train. This is just a place it crosses over you. Yeah. Straight ahead, on both sides of us, we have arcade games. Looks like the left is kind of, you know, manned by employees, and then over to the right, a bunch of claw machines and automated games. There's Wizard. We'll get to the entrance in a little bit. Coming to the end of this video. My arm's not hurting nearly as much as I thought it would, so that's good. There's Wrath in all its glory. Not bad. This is the Lobster, obviously not ready to go for this year, but pretty solid flat ride, excuse me. Over to the left, more restrooms. Straight ahead and to the right, more games. And actually behind this red and white ceiling too is a 3-point challenge. So if you're good at basketball, this is where you go. This is the other end that I was talking about. You come in from the other side, so it's straight ahead. So that's what it is. You're trying to entice me for games. No thanks. 3-point challenge straight ahead. Like I had already mentioned. Actually, I will go in here.
All right, who wants to come
This is the Hometown Kitties. I forget what this area is called exactly, but we got construction here, but there's 3 more rides. I'm not going to walk all the way back there, but you know, friendly for kids. I call them circle rides. They just go in circles very slowly. So I guess I lied. There was another dead end. I'm sorry.
Yo, are you up?
I'm going to guess Max Force is on 2 trains because those are 2 pretty quick dispatches. Over to the left, we got Strutters, another one of my favorite places to eat in the park. They got chicken sandwiches, chicken fingers. I don't know why I said it like that. They got the cornbread muffins. Pretty solid stuff. Strutters. That flash pass line is nasty. The park closes in about 2 hours.
I'm just kidding, Piper.
Wizard in the background there. We're coming up on the entrance. It's behind us. Yet another Coke stand. Not ready to go for this season yet. So over here, so that's the Flash Pass building I was kind of talking about already. This is the Grand Music Hall. This is where they have a bunch of their shows. And the yellow building behind there, there's another bathroom back there. Another funnel cake stand over here to the left. Over to the right, that Firehouse Snacks, there's another arcade in there. And if you can kind of see that white building to the left, that's where they do a lot of season pass add-ons. And, you know, like if you have problems, that's where you go. Coaster Candy over here. As far as I remember, they got fudge and, like, you know, the chocolate covered apples and all that jazz. This yellow building straight ahead, this is the other stop for the train I had mentioned. This one's a lot closer to the front of the park. We're really wrapping up this video here pretty soon. Dippin' Dot stand. What floats you? You can make your own custom ice cream floats there. And then the bubble tea station, my sister's favorite place in the park. They got bubble tea. Oh, you know, I forgot something. I'm just gonna zoom in. Forgot a ride. Triple Play. This is your standard Troika ride. Pretty fun. I like it, but tucked away in the corner there, it's hard to see. Just like another ride here. That's why I remember Triple Play, because I looked over to my left and I saw Hometown Fun Machine. That's your classic scrambler ride back there. So don't forget about those two rides, especially if you're with families. They're pretty good for everyone of all ages. I guess Max Force isn't open. So that's the entrance for Max Force. Fastest acceleration in the world. At least I think. Thorpe Park claims it, but I think they're screwing up with their numbers. That's just me. Just had to get that off my chest. Victory Lane. This is probably the best store for coaster merch in the park. So if you're like me, roller coaster enthusiast, you like your shirts, this is the place to go. Another Coke stand, and then straight ahead, we've got that Columbia Carousel. So you know we're ending the video here. Got the pond here. There is one more ride to go over though. That is over to the left. Sky Trek Tower, the tallest ride in the world. It's an observation ride. It's very chill. As long as you can handle heights, it's not a bad place to go. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it. So thanks for tuning in, joining this walk with me. I don't know how long it ended up being, but it is what it is. But yeah, if you have any questions about the park, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Sorry the camera kept cutting in and out. And sorry I had to do that one cut. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video and this tour 2025 of Six Flags Great America. Thanks for tuning in, and if you come to the park, I hope you have a great time. Push down, pull up, exit to the right. Hope you enjoy the video, and go have your greatest day yet. And get that unobstructed view for you guys. Choo-choo, bye.